Welcome folks to my walk around of the new 2023 ZX-4RR from Kawasaki. I just picked this up 3 days ago and I have about 400 miles on it. Just finished the first oil change and I thought I'd take a minute just to give a quick walk around for some of the folks interested in checking this thing out. It's a really fun bike to ride. It's nimble, corners really well. The suspension works really good. The front forks and the brakes are pretty well balanced for the bike. A lot of the components are just better than what you find on some of the other smaller bikes from Kawasaki. The Ninja 400 and 650 just don't seem to be as super sport oriented as this thing. But you start off with a nice TFT screen. You've got one preload adjustment for the front fork here. That's it. No other adjustments on the front fork. You got some nice switch gear, and when you come over here, you'll see the cable operated clutch, oil fill, regular brake. It's got ABS front and rear. Huge pipe. I mean, the ZX-10 has a much smaller pipe, but whatever. Wheels look pretty good. I'm sure they're heavy. The right side of the swing arm has this nice gull wing shape to it to make room for the pipe, which was cool. Reminds me of my RS250. You got a little Nissan caliper in the rear, and this 3.5 pound rear fender, which is gonna go. That's not gonna be acceptable. Really nice rear tail light. The seat cowl is available from Kawasaki and I ordered it. A little bit of storage back there if you want to see what that looks like. You put in a little key down here, twist, and then let's see if I can do this with one hand. There we go. There's the storage. Then you got a little seat pull right here for the front seat. You got yourself a very heavy battery, bunch of steel brackets all over this thing that need to be changed to titanium. You got your fuses. And the body work is held on by a bunch of these little plastic pins, so I'm still getting used to that. That's kind of a new thing for me. Let's put the seat back on. And, you know, you got some nice mirrors that actually work for once compared to my other bikes. The ram air system, one tube on the left side. There's nothing on the right, but that's the coolant reservoir down there, so you can check that out. And then the ECU I know is directly below the tank. I've got to get to that because I'll be remapping this thing. It has around 52 horsepower stock, and with the full Graves exhaust, which is on the way, and the air filter and the ECU reflash, it should gain about 50% horsepower to 76. So I just did an oil change. Cute little oil filter. Very easy. You don't even need to take off the fairings to do it, but I decided to. You can see on the side stand, it'll all just drain right in the hole between the fairings. You can just do an oil change without even touching a single body panel. Back over here, you'll see a huge evaporative canister. That'll be going away once I put the block off plates on. It's got a nice little 520 chain from DID. This little steel component here, I think I can find an aluminum one. There's the quick shifter, and it looks like some drain hoses right there. So overall, pretty nice bike. Really like it, like how it's laid out. This shock is amazing. It's from the ZX-10RR. It's just resprung and revalved for the 400, so that's quite a deal. This left foot peg and helmet lock is gonna go for sure. Don't need that stuff. These front brakes are just amazing. So sensitive, so easy to modulate, just a one finger affair. The radiator's flat. I'll be getting a radiator guard for sure. And of course this exhaust is gonna go too. We're gonna get a titanium full Graves system. So anyway, with that, let's start it up and let you guys hear it. So you just put in the key and it makes a lot of noise with the fuel pump. The starter's a little different. You have a kill switch and the starter all in one. So let's fire it up. See it idles, it indicates about 1750, but the manual says 1400. I know the speedometer is pretty optimistic. I'm sure the RPMs probably are too. But it sounds pretty good. It just purrs like a little kitten. when you rev it up, sounds pretty good, even stock. It's quite the screamer once it gets up near 14, 15. I've had it up there a little bit already. Right now there's 400 miles on the bike and it just got its first oil change. So now it's party time. But anyway, that's it. This is the ZX-4RR. This is my new favorite bike. I'm going to really go all out on this one. We're going to see if we can get as much power out of it and get it as light as possible while keeping it street legal. The Graves bike started at 415 off the showroom floor and ended up at 341. So we'll see how well we do. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.